sorry if you're used to the beard, but I cut it every spring and just haven't been on YouTube that long. I let it grow in the winter time, but it's springtime, so I need fresh air on my face. But I slept all day because I got to get all the way to Michigan tonight. And my wife went and got me some new pants because all my pants were falling apart. And some food and stuff today. Let's go on here. Anyway, yeah. I didn't record as much as I wanted to. That truck rally wasn't great. They only had like 4 trucks, and like we were there for 45 minutes, and all they had was one little event left, and half the trucks didn't run worth a crap, and the girls were getting stir crazy already, so we just went to the park. But I mean, we had fun either way, but it just wasn't what we thought it was going to be. And we were a little irritated that we spent like $110 on tickets and it was still $10 to park. That was a little annoying. They, were cash only at the place. Like nobody has the little square thing that you can run cards, so we could get stuff that we wanted to get. So it was just a couple things like that. It's like, it is 2023. Like maybe you should learn how to take a credit card and you sell more stuff. But not a big deal. Just was kind of annoyed that we couldn't get the stuff we wanted to get, the girls and stuff, because they only took cash. We brought like 40, but that barely bought us a couple of things of popcorn and a couple of sodas. That's how expensive everything was. So it just wasn't what we thought it was going to be, but yeah, we still had fun. By the way, this load's ready on the trailer down there. They told me that at like 7 o'clock this morning, but I was already asleep, and I was preparing to sleep for most of the day so that I could drive all night, which is still what I'd rather do. And I'm fine that I did that. Even though it was ready at 7 o'clock this morning, I wouldn't have wanted to go get it at 7 a.m. this morning, especially since I hadn't slept all night. But at least I know it is ready, and when I get there, I just got to get as close to Michigan as I can tonight, and then it delivers tomorrow morning, or the next morning, not tomorrow morning, at like 5 a.m. And I can't remember the name of that place. It's basically that same load that I usually do when I go up to Bolingbrook, but we're skipping the Bolingbrook part. The Bolingbrook, that's how I felt like I said that. Bolingbrook part. Now it ends in Romulus. Stops. Byron Center, Michigan. Byron Center, Michigan. Deliver. So I have to deliver in Byron Park at 5 a.m. on, make sure my dates are right, yeah, on the 28th. And then deliver in Romulus at 5 a.m. So there's already 5 hours of my day used up. And that's if I can get closer, and I think I can get to Byron Center. I can't get all the way to Byron Center up today. Diesel, I don't have all my stuff put away. I'd like it if you didn't climb all over my stuff. Anyway, the next one picks up at Papaw, Michigan at 7 o'clock that evening. Which means I'm not going to get any sleep. But it doesn't deliver till 15:45 on the 30th. And yeah, this is my first 4 weeks out. So with this, since I got hurt a year ago, right? I've been home. I was home for like 7 weeks, healing up from my injury, and then I've been home every 2 weeks since then. What are you doing, dog? Come on, get up here and sit down. Get up here. You're acting weird. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you senseless. Give me a shake. Can I get paw? Oh, thank you very much for paw. That's very pawly of you. Anyway. Busy couple days, but we'll get it done, I believe. I don't see anything undoable, just a little bit stressful. Gotta run by the house. I left something there. Oh, sheesh. Anyway. might make it to like Joliet, Illinois. I think as far as I can make it today is like Effingham, Illinois. And that's gonna put me 4 hours-ish from Byron Center. So then I'd have to drive 4 hours to get into Byron Center, get unloaded, drive 3 hours to Romulus to get finished unloading, and then like another 3.5, 4 hours up to Romulus, Michigan to get loaded. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's cutting shit a little close. And then I'd have to go find somewhere to park because that Coca-Cola place is not going to let me park in their on their lot to take a break. Which is, you know, total bullshit, but whatever. There's plenty of places to park there out of the way, and that would make everything work out fine. I'll think about it while I'm going down the road, and I'll let you know what I figure out, what I'm going to do here. Still having to get used to my face. I haven't seen my shape of my face in almost 7 months. The best I can do today, and I do mean the absolute best, would be Dwight, Illinois. And it's kind of showing I can't make it there, but I think I can beat 6 hours and 21 minutes, 400 miles. I only have 6 hours and 18 minutes left on my clock. I think I can make up 5 or 6 minutes on my trip here. So I'm gonna do my trucking best to get up to Dwight. And that's still gonna make things tight, man. to 8 hours before my appointment, which is perfect because if I sit for 7 hours, off duty, then that'll give me a split break. So when I sit at Romulus for another 2 or 3 hours, I can get my hours back and go pick up my next load. So I can sit here until 5 o'clock tonight, drive into Byron Center. They'll let me in when I get there, thankfully. And then I can go to sleeper berth break while I'm waiting there and petting him so he won't whine, because he'll sit here and whine at me the whole time because he needs to go pee. But anyway, I'm going to do that. But I'm going to go to bed and roll out of here at 5 o'clock this afternoon and get up to Byron Center and wait. I could have made it up to Dwight. I was about 28 miles from there. Oh, it's freaking cold. Shouldn't shave my face yet. But my daughters were begging me to shave my face for like 3 months now. They've been asking me to cut it off. So I let them cut it off. But it's cold. Anyway, I could have made it up to Dwight, but I saw this place here and I figure I can jump in here real quick, give them a call, because I was trying to figure out the best solution. The best solution is for me to get to Byron Center tonight and not wait until tomorrow morning to get there. Because if they weren't going to let me in, then I'd have been stuck sitting here for like 16 hours. And then, to get in there on my appointment time. And then it would have been a really tight day tomorrow. But instead, they're going to let me in. She said up to 8 hours before my appointment. I'll be there around 7.5 hours before my appointment. Perfect. And then I can get around to the back of the building, go sleeper berth. I'll get 4 or 5 hours of sleep there, if at all. But I mean, really, my goal is just to get back to Papa, get picked up, and find somewhere to park. But I'll get a 7.5 to 8 hour break, depending on if I can sneak over to the doctor while staying, in the sleeper berth on my Qualcomm. It's not Qualcomm anymore. Just call it my logs. I'm used to calling it Qualcomm because like 99% of my career I've used a device that was directly from Qualcomm, which is basically the same company that does Samsung and all that, but that's just what they called them. This is just a tablet and it's just my e-log. But if I can keep my e-log in sleeper berth while I go over to the doctor, I can probably get an 8 hour break in, which means I only have to sit for 2 hours, or I need 2 hours? 2 hours over in Romulus, and I'll get a full reset in on my break. I'll get all my hours back that I haven't used, right? All but the 4 that it takes me to get from, or the 3.5 it takes me to get from Byron Center to Romulus. So I'll get like 6.5, 7 hours back. And that'll give me enough time to get over to Papa, get picked up, go find somewhere to park, get another full 10 hour break in, and then get a bunch of miles in towards Clarksville. Let me double check on that load. I believe it gives me like 48 hours to deliver. I mean, it would have to, because it's actually further away than this load was, so it's going to be almost 800 miles. It's just funny, man, because sometimes with these guys, I'll do 1,200 miles all week long, waiting on product, waiting on loads, and then there's like weeks like this where 3 days out of the freaking hole, I'm going to have almost 2,000 miles in, which is fine. I don't mind doing it like that. It's just, it's interesting. Yeah, it delivers on the 30th at 15:45. So from tomorrow, if I get a 10 hour break in, that'll be the 29th, early in the morning. So switch me over to day shift. I really hate day shift, man. I gotta drive through Chicago, I gotta drive through St. Louis. But it's fine. I do what I gotta do. But I'm gonna jump back there and try to get some sleep. Did 630 miles last night from my house to here, I kind of wish I'd have made it up to White, because that'd have been 660. Anyway, wanna hop back there and grab something to eat and try to get some sleep. Get up at 5 o'clock tonight, haul butt to Romulus, or not Romulus, Byron Center. Next time on the trucking vlog. Oh, we'll figure it out. Hopefully this works out. I'm gonna do the E-log crawl from here until I leave here.
Hi! You're adorable.
He knows. Since when? And this guy, he's gonna back up some instead of staying where he's at or taking up the extra space. This has not gone as planned so far. Technically, if I have to leave here before my time is up, I can still make the load happen. I parked 4 hours ago. Me again, why that was a problem. 7 hours exactly. Get this thing delivered to Romulus. I really hate when people make interactions more aggressive, I guess, than they have to be.